I'm Nader Haydari. I'm the Division Manager of Capital Projects for the Public Works Department here at the City of Thousand Oaks. Our most valuable asset actually is our streets. There are 380 miles of streets we maintain across town, and their total combined value is $700 million. So the Public Works Department uses a pavement management program to track and maintain our city streets and determine what improvements need to be made in what locations at what time. We're going to be completing 51 miles of resurfacing and new pavement across town, in addition to 308 sidewalk ADA curb ramps. So this project kicked off in April, and it will continue and be concluded in November of this year. The total dollar value of this year's program is $17 million. This is our largest paving program to date and is 2 to 3 times larger than our typical program. So we're looking at 4 total solutions that are being applied across the city. So primarily 2 are going to be done on our main streets, the ones that everybody uses to get across town in, such as Avenida de las Arboles, Thousand Oaks Boulevard, Lynn Road, Herbs Road, Rancho Conejo, and others. We're going to be using 2-inch overlay, which is a complete removal and replacement of 2 inches of surface, as well as microsurfacing. On the residential streets that don't warrant that type of treatment and don't have quite the same loading, we're using a lot simpler solutions that include thin maintenance overlay and slurry seal, which is a very common one that many people have seen in their communities. So the decision to determine what treatment goes on what street section is based on a variety of factors, but one of them is a cost-benefit analysis. And on the case of our main streets, which have a lot of heavy loading and truck traffic, those require a more substantial treatment. And that overlay in cases can last up to 15 to 20 years. On the residential streets, which don't require that type of treatment because they have lower volumes, less traffic, and loading, are still going to achieve 7 to 10 years with the product that we're going to be providing. So neighborhoods that are going to receive the resurfacing are going to get advanced notification as well as signs that go up before the work takes place. In those cases, the signage will be very clear in terms of the time frame in which we are going to need residents to stay out of the streets. The streets will be safe to drive on as soon as the barricades are removed, which in many cases is going to be the same day. Please respect the signage and notifications to allow the work to take place. Vehicles that remain on the streets the day of the resurfacing may be towed. The city is proud to be a leader in environmental efforts, and one of the main aspects of that is the repurposing of discarded vehicle and truck tires back into our pavement surfaces. Since 1990, for almost 30 years, we've been incorporating this program, and to date we've done over 2 million tires that have been recycled and put back into our city's pavements. Since we're doing the program on a biannual basis, which means we do it every other year on the even years, this has a reduced impact to the residents from having construction going on almost on an annual basis, and also gives us better economy of scale and buying power when we do the program, which saves the residents money. There's 4 primary funding sources for the project. The first is the traditional gas taxes. The second is the supplemental gas taxes that have been generated by the SB1 gas tax approved by the legislature, a CalRecycle grant we got for the use of recycled tires, and City Council's special contribution toward the project.
All I can say is that every poll I've ever seen conducted of our citizenry always ranks 2 things the highest: public safety and our streets.
This one-time $10 million investment in the city's infrastructure will allow us to reduce that deferred maintenance that had been kind of creeping up. So we're going to make up some ground here, and that's a good thing.
Our staff, city management, and past and present councils, we don't kick the can down the road on these maintenance issues, and that's primarily why we have a premier city. And this is just another example. We're going to pass this motion tonight. There may be a little article in the paper, but sometime during the next year or so, somebody is going to be driving down essentially a new street in their residential neighborhood. And how cool is that?
If you're a resident and you would like to know when your street's going to be worked on, you should visit our website at toaks.org/streets. And from there, you can find the map of your residential neighborhood and the corresponding schedule that is associated with the work. If you still have any questions, you can always reach us at the telephone number or the dedicated email address for the project. We'd like to thank the community for cooperating with us through this construction project while we go and build a safer and better street system for everyone to enjoy.